Hey old soul, just over a year ago I sold everything I owned in Australia and moved with my ex-husband and 3 kids to this beautiful land of Bali. Now I travel first class around the world, teaching people how to manifest their dream life. If you're ready to step into a paradigm that's so wild, so freeing, so abundant, then you're exactly where you need to be. Welcome. Song in my head right now. It's like, it must have been love, but it's over now. It's like I've gone through a breakup in my dreams. Happy solar eclipse day. Happy solar eclipse. Welcome to the new beginning. Welcome to the new you. Welcome to everything working out your way. I'm going to be short and sweet and repeat because it's not long until my kids come home from school, and today's just been wild. I literally went to get my spine aligned because, well, spines are important. Okay, this is going to be really potent, powerful, and true. When your soul chose to incarnate in this human form, you have to understand something that's going to completely and utterly change the game. You chose a family that maybe didn't understand you. Maybe you were the black sheep. Maybe you always felt like everyone fit in and you didn't. Maybe you failed a million, billion, trillion times. I'm going to tell you why you failed. I'm going to tell you why your soul chose for you to fail a million different times, because you're not failing. Why would you want to succeed in a system that is designed for you to change? You were born to cast light in the darkness. So when you were born, you had to fail. You absolutely had to fail. This is huge, like next level huge. If you consider yourself to be a light worker, old soul, starseed, please download this because this is massive. Oh, goosebumps. You cannot succeed at a system that you chose to incarnate into, to disrupt, to change. You failed for so long because you were trying to succeed in a system that your soul had chosen for you to blow up and explode and change the way people thought. I hope this is landing. I hope this is making sense. You were meant to fail because how could you succeed in a system that you've tried to be free of? A system that supports the 9 to 5, that supports us not staring at the sun because, God forbid, our pineal gland would, activate. Everything that we have been told and conditioned, and I'm not instilling fear. I'm not about fear. I couldn't care less. I believe that the darkness is here to help us, bring us new. Yes, Emma is saying 8th of the 4th, solar vibes. We meet here to love you exactly. Yes, 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 yes. You needed to fail. You needed to fail a million times over, which is what you have done. You needed to experience all of this pain, all this discomfort, all the things coming down so that you could feel your ego dying for years on end. Everything in this world is ready to change right now. We're moving into the age of the light worker, the starseed, the old soul, every single galactic being that was an outcast, a misfit, someone that always felt like they have been doing this alone. You don't have to feel like that anymore. Just want to remind you that you came here to create a new system. So of course you're going to fail when you try to become one and succeed in the current system. You're never going to succeed in the current system because you are so unique, because you are so different. So you're going to feel like you're failing, but in truth, you're not actually failing. You're succeeding in a new way of being, which is what you came here to do. And the more that you fail, because your soul chose for you to fail again and again, you're like the fly hitting itself against the glass over and over and over and over again. so that you can wake up more and just go, oh my gosh, money is as effortlessly as air. Money does come easily. Bron's saying, yep, same as all the children who are being diagnosed with various disorders because they're here to smash up the boxes. Yes, 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 yes. We are here to create a new earth. We are here to create a new way of being, a new life that is so powerful. So stop getting stuck in the illusion that because you didn't achieve X, Y, Z, you are a failure. You've never been a failure. You are so freaking old. Your soul has incarnated on this planet so many times. You wouldn't be here if it hadn't. You wouldn't feel my energy if you hadn't. You wouldn't know that money gets to flow as effortlessly as air if you hadn't, and you're not even going to care because who cares? You're here to build this new way of being, this new paradigm, this new beautiful place, and we have to go deep within ourselves. We cannot be in victim consciousness. We cannot be in the darkness and victim consciousness. I'd love to remind you all that hating the government and Hollywood and oh no, the system, when we hate that, we are just meeting the darkness within us because we have created it through avoidance of our darkness. It is victim consciousnus to hate someone else, to blame someone else for the world that we live in, that we have all created. Life is just a mirror of us. And it was the most painful truth I heard 6 or 7 years ago when I heard Dr. Bruce Lipton say that the government is us. And I was like, what? I just spent all this time hating on the government and being a rebel. And now it's just like, yes. Because when you love, you're able to heal it and it disappears. It transmutes. It goes. The goal is neutrality. It's to see it all with neutral eyes. There is no good or bad, right or wrong. There just is. And the only way to heal the world and restore the world to its natural balance is through seeing everything in this universe as it is. I show you how to do that with money because money just is. And the toxic relationship with money fuels the wars on the planet and fuels the fires that burn the forest. Your toxic relationship with money is what is creating all the chaos. And I'm not blaming you. I'm never blaming you. I never would. I've had it too. I've been through hell and back with money. It's about loving everything and coming to neutrality. So stop feeling like a failure because you were never meant to fit in. You were never meant to succeed in a system that wasn't set up for you in this life. You were here to write your own system and succeed in your own system. So don't for 1 second ever buy the bullshit that you've been a failure. Because you feeling like a failure is the greatest success that you have ever achieved on this planet. Because through your failure is your soul's greatest initiation piece. Your ego has fallen away. You have learnt strength. You have realized that the systems in place in humanity were never for you. You were meant to fail. Wake up. Wake up and realize that your soul chose for you to fail. It chose for you to get it wrong 1,000,000 times because you were never meant to succeed in a system that you came here to change. So stop feeling like you don't fit in because you were never meant to fit in. Stop feeling like you're alone because you're not alone. We're all here with you. This is your era to shine brighter than ever before. Remember that there is no use for light workers in the light. There's not. You only have use in the darkness. So of course, you're going to go through hell and back for many decades. And you all have. I know you have. And I help you transmute it and shorten the period so you can get to where you need to be. Because right now we need you for the new earth. But I know you've been through hell and back for a long time. I know it's been hard as hell. And I just want to remind you that you chose to walk through the darkness because that is the only way to find your light, to find your truth. wasn't meant to be easy. Your soul knew exactly what you were signing up for before you came down on this planet. So many of you have incarnated from so many beautiful places, so many galactic stars, so many beautiful places like Atlantic and Lumiria and all these beautiful places in Avalon. And you're here right now because you came here to make change. You came here to change the world. And guess what? You don't change the world by succeeding in a world that you came here to change. You change the world by failing in it because you're going in the other direction. Your failure has been your greatest success. The times that you thought you have failed, you have not. You've never failed. Wake up. There's no such thing as failure. You can't fail in a system that was never designed to support you. So I want you to go deep and start thinking, how can I redesign it? What was I put on this earth? Because failure is the universe and all your spirit guides and your galactic team and everyone here going, wake up, wake up. It's not that direction, it's this way. Your failure is the right direction. Your failure is the direction to your triumph. Your failure is the path to a life beyond your wildest dreams. So I want to thank you for failing. I want to thank you for being and turning up every single day of your life when you knew you didn't fit in, when you felt more alone than ever before, when you felt like no one had your back, when you felt like scream crying, but you had to keep it together for everyone around you. I see you. I am you. It's not an easy journey, but my God, it's worth it. It's so worth it. I love you and I see you, and it's not easy being alive sometimes. But you came here for greatness, and those dreams that you have, they desire you too. And they're absolutely coming for you because right now is your time. Don't ever for 1 minute think that the things in your head and the things that are pulling you are just made up. They're not. They're what your soul has chosen for you before you incarnated into this body. But the greater the failure, the greater the reward. The greater you went into the darkness, the greater you will projectile forward into the light, and you will bypass every single fake, disillusioned image and fabrication of this society. So I just want to remind you not to give up, to never feel like a failure again. Congratulate and celebrate your failure, because that is the journey of the light worker. It's your journey, it's your truth, it's what you came here to do, it's what you came here to be. You didn't come here to be like everyone else. You didn't come here to fit in with everyone else and get drunk and go to the after work party and have all these things. You came here for the deep conversations. You came here to guide a new path, and that's uncomfortable. And so, of course, when everyone's in their happy families, when you're a kid and they're having jolly, happy brunches with mummy and daddy and everyone loves each other, and you're sitting there thinking, I feel so goddamn alone. Is this ever going to get easier? I just want to remind you that you chose that because that is what is allowing this earth to change and to become better. Because you're strong enough to endure it. Because most people could not have gone through what you have gone through and survived. They would have killed themselves. But for you to have gone through what you have gone through and survived, and not even survived, you have thrived. And you may still have these niggles and these things in your being that make you feel like a failure. And I'm here to remind you that it's not true. It's not true. You are the greatest success that ever lived. Your soul came here to change humanity, and it's doing just that. So please don't ever doubt yourself. When you're failing, please do not look around you and compare yourself to other people, because you are not other people. You have a light inside of you that lights up the darkness. You may not realize it. You may not realize how powerful you are. But when you walk into a room, people notice. They absolutely notice. When you're failing, all it says is that you came here to change the status quo, to challenge the status quo, and that's exactly what you're doing. Thank you for failing. Thank you for going through hell and back for the collective. Thank you for turning up every single day when you didn't want to get out of bed. I know it's not easy, But you're so goddamn strong, and I love you, and I see you, and I commend you. And I promise right now it is going to get easier. And everything's going to start changing and shifting and overflowing, because that's what you chose. And now is the time. So shine your light. I'm turning it up bright. Feel the energy. Feel the good energy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have the most beautiful, magical, phenomenal day. Big love, wealthy old souls.